Caitlin Clark is playing a game. And there's this issue with her and Angel Reese. There's this, Caitlin Clark pushes one of the teammates of Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry, Angel Reese pushes one of the teammates of Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark fouls Angel Reese. Angel Reese does one of these LeBron flops and falls on the ground. I mean, she learned it from LeBron. Fall to the ground. And the next thing you know, DeMarcus like, oh my God, she's protected. Oh, it's all because she's white.
Oh my goodness. Angel Reese is getting absolutely obliterated today for all kinds of reasons. Obviously, we're going to look at the backlash because now people are just flat calling it like they sees it. They're saying Angel Reese lied about a race hoax, just like Bubba Wallace, just like Jussie Smollett. And now, after the WNBA concluded their investigation and released the statement, people are demanding Angel Reese apologize to everybody.
Patrick Bet-David, entrepreneur, media mogul, and host of the PBD podcast, is never afraid to speak his mind. Known for calling out inconsistencies, exposing hard truths, and asking the questions that most media outlets avoid, Bet-David has now turned his attention to one of the most talked about names in women's basketball, Angel Reese. In a segment that has gone viral, Bet-David dissected the real reasons behind Angel Reese's struggles in the WNBA. And let's just say, he didn't hold back. In this video, we're breaking down everything Patrick Bet-David had to say about Angel Reese, the hype, the harsh realities, and the uncomfortable truth that some fans just don't want to hear. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear might change the way you look at the WNBA and Angel Reese forever. The media hype versus reality. Let's rewind the clock. Angel Reese skyrocketed to national fame during the 2023 NCAA tournament. Her dominance at LSU, flashy style, and trash-talking celebration after beating Iowa's Caitlin Clark made her an overnight sensation. She was branded the Bayou Barbie, appeared on magazine covers, signed major nil deals, and became a symbol of unapologetic confidence. The media ran with it. ESPN, Sports Illustrated, and countless influencers hailed her as the future of women's basketball. But as Patrick Bet-David points out, media hype doesn't always translate to professional success. You can market someone all you want, but the court doesn't lie. The WNBA is a grown women's league, and it's exposing who's really ready and who's just a product of hype. And that's the key message. Bet-David is not dismissing Angel Reese's potential. He's highlighting a painful truth. She entered the league with celebrity status, but not necessarily the fundamentals needed to thrive against seasoned pros. Reese's struggles on the court. Let's talk numbers. Through her first stretch of WNBA games, Angel Reese has struggled. Her shooting percentages are low. She's frequently out of position on defense, and her offensive decision-making has drawn criticism from analysts, coaches, and fans alike. Bet-David zeroes in on this, explaining that in the WNBA, you don't get a pass just because you're famous. You earn your stripes by performing under pressure, making smart plays, and showing growth. Patrick Bet-David clip begins. The game at this level is about precision, timing, and humility. If you walk into the league thinking you've already made it, the game will humble you fast. Reese's shot selection has been questionable. Her footwork, especially in the paint, is often sloppy. And unlike college, where she could bully smaller defenders, the WNBA features elite athletes with strength and IQ that match or exceed hers. The Caitlin Clark comparison. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, Caitlin Clark. The media loves rivalries, and Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark became the face of women's basketball overnight. But in the WNBA, the comparison hasn't held up. While Caitlin Clark has had her share of growing pains, she's shown elite passing, deep shooting range, and poise beyond her years. She's already made a visible impact on the Indiana Fever and helped sell out arenas across the country. Bet-David didn't shy away from the contrast. Clark's impact is measurable. Attendance is up. Jersey sales are through the roof. She's elevating the game with substance, not just style. That's the difference. He's not saying Clark is perfect, but he is saying that Clark's game is built on discipline, fundamentals, and a professional mindset, something that Reese is still developing. One of the boldest points Bet-David made was about social media. He believes Angel Reese fell into a trap that many young stars face today. mistaking online fame for professional success. Reese's Instagram is filled with photo shoots, sponsorships, and high-fashion content. And while there's nothing wrong with capitalizing on your brand, Bet David argues that it becomes a problem when it takes priority over improvement. You can't fake it in the pros. You either put in the work or you get exposed. The problem is, too many of these athletes are more focused on followers than footwork. This isn't just an opinion. Several scouts and former players have echoed the same sentiment, that Angel Reese needs to focus less on being a media personality and more on becoming a technically sound basketball player. Another point that Patrick raised is something few are willing to say out loud: the accountability gap. In interviews and post-game pressers, Angel Reese has often pointed fingers at critics, referees, or the media. But Bet David believes true growth only comes when you own your shortcomings. Great players take ownership. They don't blame the noise, they drown it out by producing results. The minute you blame everyone else, you've lost control of your destiny. He's essentially challenging Reese to take responsibility. Not for the sake of optics, but because that's the only path to sustained greatness in professional sports. The role of coaching and mentorship. Bet David also touched on the importance of coaching and mentorship, and how Angel Reese desperately needs a veteran mentor in the WNBA. In college, she thrived under Kim Mulkey's fiery leadership at LSU. But in Chicago, the Sky system is still in development, and without a solid veteran presence to guide her, Reese appears lost on the court at times. A young star without a mentor is like a ship without a compass. Someone needs to pull her aside and say, "You're not in college anymore. It's time to grow up and lock in." It's a powerful point. Success in the WNBA isn't just about skill. It's about being coachable, learning from mistakes, and adjusting to the speed and complexity of the game. The WNBA's missed opportunity. Patrick Bet David also criticized the WNBA itself, claiming the league has dropped the ball by promoting style over substance. Instead of investing in player development and mentorship programs, the league leaned too heavily into marketing personas like Angel Reese without ensuring they were ready to deliver on the court. If the league is serious about growing, they can't just sell you hype. They have to produce stars that win games, elevate teams, and inspire greatness. That takes more than a flashy nickname. In other words, the WNBA may have set Reese up to fail by giving her the spotlight before she had earned it. And that's not just unfair to her, it's unfair to the fans. Where does Angel Reese go from here? So what's next for Angel Reese? Patrick Bet David didn't say she's a bust. He didn't write her off. In fact, he challenged her to prove everyone wrong by doubling down on her training, listening to coaches, and maturing both on and off the court. This is her moment of truth. She can either become the player she was hyped to be, or she can fade into another cautionary tale about wasted potential. If Reese embraces the grind, shuts out the noise, and focuses on becoming a student of the game, her story can still have a powerful comeback arc. Patrick Bet David's words may be tough, but they come from a place of truth and respect for the game. The WNBA is growing, and the spotlight is bigger than ever. That means there's no room for shortcuts, no room for illusions, only results. Angel Reese has the talent. She has the platform. But the question is, will she rise to the occasion? Let us know what you think in the comments. Is Patrick Bet David being too harsh? Or is he speaking facts that Angel Reese needs to hear? Is this the wake-up call that could turn her career around? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more unfiltered takes on the WNBA breakdown.